Hello, once again, it's your boy D. Wesson, and welcome to the stage. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have y'all watching us on your Channel 7. We're broadcasting from Lamar University Television Studios. And as I mentioned earlier, this is our first show. It's my first show. I'm very excited to be here. It's called The Stage. The whole purpose of the show is to basically profile people in and around Lamar, in and around Beaumont, in and around the Golden Triangle, and give them their own stage, so to speak, to share some of their experiences, share some of their stories, share some of their life. And our first guest today, I'm very happy to have him, a friend of mine, Mr. Gordon Williams.
How's it going?
He runs the studios here at Lamar University. First of all, let's probably get into some of the questions I had. Like when I first got here, I didn't know who you were. I saw you around all the time, but I didn't know if you were a student. I didn't know what you did here. Lots of Why don't you tell some of the people out here exactly what it is you do here at Lamar?
Well, I'm the television studio supervisor here, so I kind of help students come in and produce their own shows and oversee the newscast as far as the production side.
So you work with both the newscast and like shows like this, variety shows.
Okay, it's The Cut and the other that we have going on here at Channel 7. And I'm also the manager for SetCast, the program to where we videotape the government meetings at the Jefferson County City Council.
Okay, and I know Lamar has a radio station as well. Do you do any work in that department, or is it mostly
just mostly here in the television?
Mostly here in the television studios. Okay. You mentioned The Cut. You mentioned the showcase. What about some of the shows that you did? Because you're a former student, right?
I graduated from here in 1998.
Okay, 1998. What were some of the things that like got you interested in this field, this communications field?
Well, it started when I was a child. I always had interest in TV. I just sat home and just kind of wondered how things went on behind the scenes or whatever.
Okay.
So my curiosity kind of led me here to Lamar University. And when I first got here, they were just rebuilding the TV program. So it was an opportunity for me to come in and kind of put my own spin on things. Because when I first got here, all they did was news. Okay. And they had a talk show. News really isn't my forte, and I'm more on the entertainment side. So I came here and did my own show.
And so, like, how this is something I hadn't. You said you graduated in 95? 98. How is like the department changed between where it was then and where it is now?
Well, more students and better equipment. Better equipment.
More
money has been put in the program, so it's really growing. Because we had our largest practicum last semester at 25 students. And since I've been here, even when I was a student, I never saw classes that's here in the television studio.
Really? So, like, it's going to slow down?
No, it's going to boom. I'm expecting to see a large class here in the fall.
So, some of the other things going on, like this semester or headed for next year here in the studio?
Well, we have shows going on now as far as the stage.
Okay.
Showcase, The Cut, Entertainment Week, and we have our newscast, Cardinal Life, and we also have the Corner. So those are the shows that are running on 7 right now.
You are directly involved in the production of all of these shows?
Yes.
Goodness. Okay, well, let's get you get paid. Unlike some people. But nah. Okay, well, a little bit about your background as far as you did an intern with BET. Is that correct? Your experience like that?
It was a good experience. I had the opportunity to go to Black in the summer of 1998 before I graduated.
Now, it's an interesting story behind how that happened, right? Y'all just tell that real quick.
Very. I was doing my show here at G-Sharp for about a year and a half, and I saw something about it, and I was like, well, I would like to go to BET, just, if I could get in.
All right.
And I sent in the paperwork and everything and, waited. Well, interestingly enough, I guess developed popularity show and people kind of knew who I was. And I got this call from claiming that they were BET. Claiming.
Okay.
Long story short, we found out that we contacted BET to let them know about the situation. And it just so happened that they were coming to do a television program there. So me and a couple other people from the G-Sharp family at the time took a trip to Austin, went up and saw them do the show and had the opportunity to network and meet celebrities.
Okay.
So that kind of foot in the door. You know, an accident, you know, or situation turned into a blessing.
Even though it was a whole, still guys, let that be a lesson. You hate it. Go with God, everything be cool.
Yes.
All right, how long did that internship last?
I was there for the summer.
It was the summer. Okay. Now as far as that, how did you end up back here at Lamar?
Well, after BET,
was that something you wanted to do, or was that again something that just opened?
Well, it's something that I wanted to do, but when I got there, you know, with every company, there's good and bad things, and I had a experience there
at BET.
The experience wasn't bad, but from talking to other coworkers, you know, there was a job position that came open, and I was told that one of the supervisors questioned my quote unquote if I was in touch with the urban culture enough.
Oh, we playing the urban card now, man. Okay.
You know, if I was in touch with the urban culture, which kind of told me it was a question. Well, I don't know if you're quote unquote black enough, whatever black enough is to whatever that is. So I just kind of took that as my sign to where, okay, I don't need to be here right now.
Okay. Well, that's cool because their loss is our gain. So whatever, we're moving on. Okay, so you mentioned the G-Sharp family. What's that all about?
Well,
I know that was your show.
Right.
You were here. That was an entertainment show?
Music video entertainment show.
Music video, okay. What was that all about?
Well, we did it like 22 shows in the
22 shows
in the span of a year and a half.
22 shows.
So
and here we are working on the cut, struggling with 3. My man knocked out 22 shows. All right.
We had the opportunity to meet a lot of celebrities. John B., Goody Mob, Lamar from Saved by the Bell, and In the House. Erykah Badu, Jagged Edge.
Did you have to meet them, or was this here in Beaumont? Or
we met some in Beaumont, and then we traveled,
really,
you know, a lot to get the interviews.
So that's something else to all you boys out there. It's opportunities out here. You just gotta go get them.
That's right.
Just gotta go get them.
You know, my thing with Lamar is that, you know, I owe them a lot, you know, and that's why I think working here is good for me, because I'm getting a chance to repay what they gave me. You know, I got a good degree and I'm marketable, you know, because I had the experience here.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break right now. We'll come back, talk about a little bit about what my man has planned right now on the horizon, as in like 1 more month. Y'all stay with us.
Veterans face a psychological enemy as any on the battlefield. It's despair, a feeling of being forgotten. But a terrific organization helps hospitalized, boost the morale of thousands of sick and injured veterans today by giving craft kits that stimulate their minds, develop their dexterity, and show that we still care. To learn more, please help hospitalized veterans 1-888-567.
Save a space for me. Save a space for me. In your heart, save a place for me. Save a space for me. In your heart, in your heart.
Every year, the United Negro College Fund helps thousands of students go to college. But for one we help, there's one we can't. Please support the United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
What's it take to be a pro quarterback in the NFL? It takes effort. It takes determination. It takes practice, even after practice is over. And for Scott Mitchell, it takes one really brave mascot. Scott Mitchell, proving just how determined an Eagle Scout can be.
Welcome back. Once again, it's your boy D. Wesson, and this is The Stage. We're being joined by Gordon Williams, supervisor here at Lamar University Television Studios. And also, we need to add director to his list of credentials. He's got some short films in the works. And matter of fact, why don't we talk about where you started out? The Dance was your first short feature. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we, Tony McNary and I, we started on that project in 1999.
And this is Tony McNary from
KBTV channel 4.
And I can produce. All right.
We shot that on film, and this was like our first time ever doing that, so it was completely new and addicting experience because we've worked on other projects since then or whatever.
Now, about how long a feature was that?
Oh, it was just 8 minutes. I mean, it was
Just
a short.
8 minutes.
It was a short. I mean, film is kind of expensive, and we've
It took you a long time.
right.
Yeah.
We're not shooting on
Speaking
a
of-
budget at all or
Matter of fact,
whatever.
a shout out to my girl Courtney punching the buttons right now in the studio. She know what I'm talking about. 5 minutes worth of film, 3 days. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, the dance sequence. I just want to know this for myself because I couldn't get it from Tony. How did y'all shoot the scene with the water? Well, I mean, because it's raining. You know, I know it wasn't raining. So how'd y'all get it to look like that? Because it looked really nice.
We told people that we were not going to say how we did. We'll just call it film and TV magic.
Oh man, man, that's the dog. All right, I'll let you go on that.
Gotta keep some
I'll let
secrets.
you go on. Did you enter that in any type of independent film festivals or anything like that? Did it win any awards?
Well, we got it to air in Philadelphia at Drexel University Television.
Really?
Yes, to over 300,000 homes. So our first time out, you know, that was like a big accomplishment because we weren't expecting anything.
And this was shot in 94?
99.
What year? 99?
99.
99, okay. And your next major one was Marcus and Rain.
Right, the story of Marcus and Raina. And we completed that in 2000. Then we won first place here at the Lamar University Film Festival.
Yeah.
We won first place at the Houston Multicultural Independent Film Festival. Then we won third place at the 2001 Outhouse Louisiana State University
This is
Festival.
whack. We ain't gonna talk about what the first two places that they were from Louisiana, right? Second and first place.
No, yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
They were from Louisiana, so. But
Anyway, that's all right. We gotta know the deal on that. But
and then we also got into 2 other festivals. So I mean, we were very
you
excited.
still planning on entering this in any festivals or
Right now,
right now on the resume?
it's if any other festivals come up, I'm looking to do that. But my focus have kind of been on the third project we're working on right now that we're hoping to start shooting.
Okay. Yeah. Before we get to that too, like who starred in Marcus and Rain?
Okay, Marcus and Raina was Marcus, the lead character, was Lance Adams. He's an actor out of Houston and a former Lamar University graduate. And then Tanya,
Also the brother of
singer Yolanda
right?
Adams.
Okay.
Correct.
Right.
Then Tanya Brown, she's a graduate of Lamar as well.
All right.
We had Anna Riley, who's a graduate of Lamar, Katrina Watson, a number of
Local talent.
local talents.
Yeah.
So we were
Miss
very
Tanya.
happy.
Miss Tanya, what's up, Miss Tanya? How you doing? Normal local talent. Now, how do you recruit these people? Is it mostly through you know them, or is it people like myself in the communications department who have a interest in this? How does that come along?
It was a combination of, because, you know, at this point we don't have a budget, so we can't pay people.
So that's what I was getting to.
You have to find people that are passionate about what they want to do. If people are passionate about acting, you know, they will come out and do the work for free.
Okay.
As long as they're getting to do something that they love.
Okay. Basically, people on their grind. There's anything else. Okay, well, let's talk about the newest project that's up to date. The Greater Ambition.
Right.
Greater Ambition.
Right.
Why don't you fill us in a little bit about that? First of all, what's the title? What's the title referring to?
Well, People my age, I've had conversations with people, and their struggle is finding balance between trying to have a successful career and also having a successful love life as well.
Tell them boys something, man. Say that again, because I don't think a lot of people understand that.
There's a balance. Well, we hope there is a balance between, being in love and having a successful career. And it takes a kind of special person to understand what you're trying to do, your goals and your aspirations.
Definitely.
And, this film tackles that issue.
Okay, and when you going to start production?
Well, we're starting production in April. So we're looking forward to that.
As of next month?
Yes.
All right. And what are some of the locations?
We're going to be shooting here.
Mostly local?
Yeah, we're going to be shooting here in Beaumont, and a couple of places in Port Arthur. So we're trying to get as many people involved as we can.
Okay. How long of a feature do you envision this project to be?
Well, this is just going to be another short, probably around 30 minutes.
Okay.
But I have a full-length script attached to this project. So the film projects that we're doing now is kind of like a condensed version. So I can show the people that, I have a script that is, this is what my full-length script is about.
All right. Now, how long was Marcus and Raina?
It was 23 minutes.
Okay. So you bring it up a little bit more each time? Okay. Okay. Now, who are some of your actresses in this project?
Well, we have Tony McNary. He's going to be the lead character, Sir Scorpio.
Okay.
Deja Mitchell, the other lead, is played by Taja Simpson, a very talented actress out of Houston.
Out of Houston. All right.
And then we also have a number of people. Delcy Thomas, she works here at Lamar University. And then we have a very talented actor by the name of David Wesson.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
We have a very well-rounded cast. So it's the goal with each project is to be better than the one before.
Definitely.
To get more recognition, to win more awards or whatever.
Bring it up a little step higher.
That's right.
Definitely. When do you when do you plan to begin post-production? Like, when do you hope to have everything finished shooting wise?
Well, I would like to be finished shooting in April and maybe start post-production in May.
Definitely. Are you still looking for any extras?
Yes, we're definitely looking for extras. So
now, shout out to y'all. If you want to get in this movie, all you gotta do is come down to Lamar Television Studios. My man will hook you up. Definitely.
And I have to thank the people that are dedicated to this project and all the other projects in the past, because I wouldn't be able to do what I do without the help.
Speaking of which, another point is, how is Mitch involved? Mitch isn't involved acting wise. Is he producing on this one?
Yeah, Lance. He's producing.
Yeah, let me call him. Lance.
He also helped pick the cast or whatever. He's getting ready to go on tour with the play out of Houston. They're heading out to the West Coast for a couple of months, and they're going to travel through the country.
So Lance is touring now on stage.
Right. So we're very excited about that.
Opportunities out there. Just go and get them. Lance is a perfect example.
And without, the help of Tony McNary and Latina Robertson and Lance and a number of people, I wouldn't be able to do this. Because I heard something about filmmaking to where it's kind of like making an apple pie. I'm just the apples. You need sugar.
Yeah, you need all the ingredients.
You need all the ingredients to make it come out. Right. So, I can't do it alone.
Okay. How's the airport scene going? You gonna be able to get that shot or what?
We're still working on that, so we're hoping it'll come through.
On my trip. That's all right though. We still gonna do it. All right. When we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit more about what Mr. Wins plans to do in the future. Stay with us.
See, it's a shame that when you're working hard and doing well, reach you, buying nothing is.
Hospitalized veterans face a psychological enemy as tough as on the battlefield. It's boredom, despair, a feeling of being forgotten. But a terrific organization called Help Hospitalized Veterans boosts the morale of thousands of sick and injured veterans every day by giving them craft kits that stimulate their minds, develop their dexterity, and show them that we still care. To learn more, please call Help Hospitalized Veterans 1-888-567-VETS.
Save a place for me. Save a space for me. In your heart. In your heart. Save a place for me. Save a space for me. In your heart. In your heart.
Every year, the United Negro College Fund helps thousands of students go to college.
Save a place for me.
But for one we help, there's one we can't. Please support the United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing.
What's it take to be a pro quarterback in the NFL? It takes effort. It takes determination. It takes practice, even after practice is over. And for Scott Mitchell, it takes one really brave mascot. Scott Mitchell, proving just how determined an Eagle Scout can be.
Hi, welcome back once again to the stage. D. Wesson on your camera right now. Gordon Williams to my left. He's our guest for today. For today, I'm gonna get it. One of the other things that I want to ask you before we get into some more of your aspirations for the future was something that I really hadn't thought about, but that I noticed a lot of the women around here commenting about concerning your work. A lot of it seems to concern with love and how it doesn't always work or come about or add up the way we would want or prefer it to. What's that all about? Is there any personal experiences involved in that, or is that just somewhere you see your life at right now? What's that all about? Because I noticed that was a theme definitely in Marks and Rainer, and looking at the script for The Great Ambition, I could feel that.
It's I think you have to be true to yourself in what you create.
Okay.
You know, I was blessed to where, you know, I don't know anything about growing up in the hood. I don't know anything about drug dealing. I don't know anything about, you know, doing drive-bys or anything like that. So
Don't mistake kindness for weakness, though, partner. Please, don't do that.
So when I can't see myself writing about that if I don't know it. If I can't experience it, then I can't write about
So
it.
basically, you can't see yourself writing about a lot of the genre that
You know, most people expect for a black
screenwriter,
screenwriter, black filmmaker to come out with, you know, I don't know anything about being a thug, or I've never lived that kind of life. I mean, I've been blessed to, you know, what some people call the Huxtable lifestyle. I've been blessed to live that.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't think it would do my parents justice if I go out and
Plus, it would probably come off looking wrong.
it would come out wrong.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm passionate about my creativity, and I have to be true to myself first, because I write for myself. I write for my muse, you know. Nobody else is really important. You know, I would like for people to like my work. Don't get me wrong. But it's about reaching my highest creative potential.
Well, shoot, just on a common note, let me tell you, it's definitely inspirational to see things like that coming from
Thank you.
a black director, black actors, because, I mean, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but I get tired of seeing all that shoot 'em up, bang, bang, drug dealing, baby mamas, all that. It's like, you know, black people lead different lives than that, just like any other race, you know. It's
Very true.
It's the whole circle of experiences.
And
All
my
right.
thing is, you know, black people fall in love. Black people have.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
black people are humans. We're,
Right.
we're people. So
But see, the thing
we go
is,
through all those different things.
you know, I believe I have a universal story that crosses all color lines.
Okay.
You know, at this point, there just happens to be black people playing them.
All right.
So, I mean, when I write something, it's not for a specific race. It's for everybody. Because, you know, black, white, Hispanic, you know, they deal with similar issues.
Definitely.
So I don't see why color lines should divide anything.
That's deep. That's deep. I like that. I like that. Well, let's talk a little bit about some of your aspirations for the future. Like, like, do you plan to stay here? I know it might be hard to kind of answer that right now, but like in 5 years, where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing? What would you like to be doing?
I mean, most importantly, I mean, I want to be happy, and that's
First and foremost.
First and foremost, and that's definitely has something to do with my creativity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I'm in Hollywood, you know, writing for blockbuster films, then that's good. But if I'm doing this, as far as, you know, doing short film projects and still being creative, I'll be happy with that, because I think everybody has a due time. Everybody has a season. My season may not occur tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It may occur 5 years from now. I just have to be patient and trust in God and wait for my time to come.
All right. Well, I have no doubt it's gonna come to you, man. No
Appreciate
doubt at
it.
all. Also, one more quick thing. I heard that you into the poetry.
Yeah.
What's all that, man? No, I'm into the poetry too. That's just another outlet.
Yeah, it's another outlet of my creativity. I mean, I started writing poetry when I was in junior high, you know. Like I said, I have a muse, and I think she's been with me since then or whatever. So, you know, that's who I write for, and that's who I satisfy, and I satisfy myself. So, you know, people like my poetry, fine. If not, then, you know, it's for me.
Walk on. If you don't like it, kick rocks. How about that? So if I get this if we here at the stage can get this open expression mic thing going, you gonna come and bless the mic?
Sure, I wouldn't mind.
I appreciate that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my man Gordon. Thank you so much for being the first guest.
Thanks for having me. I
Dropping a
appreciate
little
it.
knowledge on all these people out there. If you got anything you can want to say, you want to add, like I said, still some extras needed for this movie. Gordon can be reached here at the studios at Lamar at 880
8038.
8038. Thank you. I didn't want to say that wrong. Thank you once again for being here. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Quick shout out to my girl Courtney in the back. I appreciate you don't look at me like that. I appreciate you pushing those buttons. I know you probably hungry, ready to go, but it's almost over with, baby. All right. Once again, this is your boy D. Wesson here at the stage. Join us next time where we'll have Albert Zip, Channel 4's own, Beaumont's own Albert Zip here in the studios. Join us then. Appreciate it.
I'm the magnificent with the sensational style. And I could go on and on for like a mile a minute, cause I get in it like a car and drive. And if the record is a smash, I can still survive, cause I'm the man still on the wheel that you're steering, or rather playing on the record that you're hearing. You might not understand what I'm singing at first, so action up.